So hey DSC community, this side Ankit Sagar from DSC VIT Bhopal, and today in this video we all together gonna install Flutter and have a look at what Flutter is all about and what we can do with the Flutters and why it's getting so famous. So let's get into the video together. First of all, you just have to switch to your Chrome and you just have to uh, open your Chrome and just go to the website flutter.dev. Till that, let me just switch over to my desktop. Okay, so I think now my desktop is visible to you all, and let's get into the video. So let's just open the Chrome and go to a website called flutter.dev. So coming over here, you just have to click on this get started button, and whatever the PC, whatever the machine, whatever the OS you are having in your machine, just select that. And especially today we all are going to focus on how to install Flutter on Windows. So let's just click on the Windows and check that you satisfy these system requirements. Do I have to read all these, or you all can? So I should read them. Okay, operating system, you must have Windows 7 64-bit or 64-bit architecture. Okay, so you must have 64-bit architecture, and then disk space, at least this you must have on your hard disk, and some tools you need to have in your PC or machine to install Flutter, that is Git for the Windows, and with the version above 2.x. It can be like 2.0 or above 2.x, and you must have Windows PowerShell in your PC, and the version should be 5.0 or greater than 5.0. So either you can download Flutter SDK from this option, or what you can do, if you have Git in your PC, and you make sure that you already have Git on your PC. If you don't have, then you just have to type how to install Git on Windows, and you will get each and everything whatever you need. You just have to go to this website git.sem.com and this whole URL, and just go over the download section. I don't know where is it, like, yeah, over here, and just go for whatever the Windows or whatever the operating system you haven't, and download it and install the recommended options as followed by whatever the recommended options are there, and the get when you install it. So after that, what you just have to do, you have to copy this code and come over your desktop, go to the this PC folder or whatever you say, and then go to your Windows C, and over here you just have to create a new folder called src. Okay, inside that folder you have to open your command prompt. How to open command prompt in a folder? If you right click, then you will be having open with the command prompt, but since I don't have, so how we can do that? Press Control window key plus R, type cmd into it, and you will be having this. So now what you just have to do, you just have to type cd double dot and then backward slash, again cd, and then this. Okay, now you're having now you are into your C drive. Okay, now type cd and src, press enter, and just paste that whole command that you copied from the Flutter website, and you must have active internet connection for this. And now you will see that cloning into Flutter, this and whatsoever, and now it will take some time to download, as it will need about it needs to download about 400 MB. So you must have active internet connection with good data. Or I think it's, oh my god, it's a lot. Okay, let it download. Or what I can do is, to not to increase the length of the video, I have already downloaded it with the Flutter. Mm, okay, so let it go. Let's go to the further steps. What we have to do, you just have to download Android Studio, and it's a necessary condition that you need to download Android Studio to run Flutter, as you need to configure some Android toolchains. And the easiest way to configure the Android toolchains is to download this Android Studio. What you just have to do is go to the Chrome, new tab, type Android Studio, enter, and the first website you see, just click over it, and then you will be redirected to this page. And now you just have to click on Android Studio, download Android Studio. I have already downloaded it. So now let's just go to that folder where I have downloaded my Flutter, oh sorry, Android Studio. And yep, okay, so here I must have Android Studio. Okay, oh, where did it gone? I forgot the location. I think it must be over here. Yeah, so it's over here. You can see Android Studio IDE 201 point. It's the latest version. You just have to double click over it and you just have to install it. So let's just wait for both the processes to complete and follow the steps to install Android Studio as I'm doing. Do not commit any mistake while installing Flutter, because it's really a tedious process to install Flutter. You just, whenever you run it, now you'll see Android Studio setup. Click on the next, choose the default whatever you have. If you don't, if it is not selected, then do select it. Click on the next. Choose wherever you have, choose the location wherever you want to install. Since my C drive is full, so I'll be installing in my D drive, and I have already created a program folder, I think so, and I'll be installing in that. So yeah, over here we'll be installing it over here. Program file, select this location and click over next. Please select an empty folder to install Android Studio. So browse it, go into the location if you don't have that location as empty, and just create a new folder and type Android, Android Studi, Android Studio, and click enter. And now next, and then install, and it will install the Android Studio. Now coming to our Flutter, so in Flutter we have already installed Flutter. Let's just see in the src folder. As you can see, my C drive is full now. Okay, so we have installed Flutter successfully. Now what we just have to do is go over this Windows icon, okay, and now type env. You'll see this edit environment system variables. Click over it, go to this environment variables option, click over it, and now you'll be having this path option. Double click over it, and coming over here you just have to double click over here and type the same as I am typing, and flutter/bin. Alright, so the steps what I am telling you are already listed on this website. I'm helping you out so that you don't have to read all these things. As you can see, update your path. Right now we are updating the path in the environment variables, and you can see it's saying that under the user variables, check if there is an entry path, then set the if the entry exists upon the full path using this and that, and all the things. Just it's explained the same as I'm explaining you, or as I'm showing you. So you just have to do this. Okay, you just have to enter this path over here, click OK, and then OK, and close this CMD, and again open cmd and type Flutter. And if you see this checking Dart SDK version, then you have successfully installed Flutter into your PC, but some steps are remaining which are really tedious. So let's yeah, it will again install download some files from internet, so you must have active internet connection. And till that, let's have a look at Android Studio. So we can see that everything is completed. Now just click over next and we will start our Android Studio. So now wait till the Android Studio opens. Okay, till the time Android Studio is opening. Okay, it did. Let me just explain what Flutter is all about. And वैसे तो you must all know about Flutter if you are over here and you're over here to install Flutter. That's very obvious. You must have some information about Flutter. Well, those who don't, Flutter is a UI toolkit provided by Google. Before Flutter, what happened, we need to code our Android apps into Android Studio with language called Java and XML for the designing. Java was used for the logic part, yeah, for the logic part, and XML was used to design the things. Okay, so as you can see, the Android Studio already opened, and you can see a project is already opened, but if you are installing for the first time, you won't see this screen. But I was already having Android Studio in my PC, and just to make this video, I uninstalled Android Studio. So it took my previous settings and it's showing this. So let me just switch over. You don't have to do these steps, what I am doing right now. Close project. Okay, so you will be seeing this screen after you open Android Studio, and you won't be seeing this option, create a new Flutter project. Okay, so now coming over here, what you just have to do is go on, click on this configure button and click on this plugins. Okay, after going this plugin, you just have to go into this marketplace and type Flutter, 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 our lovely Flutter, and click on the install button. Like you see this green install button, you will be seeing on this. Since I have already installed, I actually have already installed Android Studio previously. I uninstalled to show you all, but I don't know how it took my previous settings and all the things. I think I didn't remove Android Studio fully. So you just have to click on this and install button, and then it will install Flutter into your PC, and it will Flutter plugin into your Android Studio, and it will also ask you to install Dart. So just click on install. Okay, if you by mistake forgot to install the Dart, then just go over this Dart and click on install, and you will be installing. Then press OK, and then you will be asked to restart Android Studio most probably, and then you will see this create a new Flutter project. Okay, before that, let's look at Flutter installation. So it's completed. Okay, so now what you just have to do, you just have to type Flutter and then Doctor. So Flutter have its own Doctor which checks the Flutter installation, that it's being that Flutter is being installed perfectly or not, and if not, then it will give us some errors, feedbacks, and then we just have to react on those feedbacks, and we just have to Google that error, how to resolve that error, and then we do. Okay, so if you face if after installing Flutter, if you face any kind of problem, just do Flutter Doctor. Whatever the error it shows, copy that error, go over to Google, paste it, and you will have lots of answers from Stack Overflow and Reddit and many more platforms. So yep, it's downloading some more files. Yeah, for installing Flutter, you must have at least 6 GB of the data and active internet not if you have internet connection that's already active, but you must have a strong internet connection. Okay, so now it's showing us some errors. Android Studio not installed and connected device are 0. Okay, so it's a problem with Flutter, this version having a problem that it does not detect Android Studio, or it might possible that it's a problem with my PC because I have installed Android Studio on this drive and Flutter is installed on this drive, so it might not able to detect my Android Studio. But that's no problem, you won't be facing any problem while using Flutter, so no worries. And this problem we're gonna fix just right now. Okay, so in your PC you will be seeing that Android toolchain error also you will see, but since I had already installed Flutter previously and I uninstalled to show you all how to install it, that's why it's showing that it's being correctly configured, the Android toolchain, but you will see the error Android toolchain. So what you just have to do to correct it, you just have to go over this configure, then SDK manager. Okay, in this, and then over here what you will see, okay, if you won't see any installed SDK over here, then just install the latest one, and you will need internet for this, and click apply and then okay, and you will be perfect to go. And now, so your Flutter is now, and then after configuring the SDK and AVD also, you just have to create an AVD. For AVD, what you will be having, since I have already have the AVD, but you won't be having, you will be seeing this option over right in the middle. Click over this create virtual device and just click next. Okay, then you will like clicking on next. Then if you don't have any image installed in the PC, click on this download button, then you will be see after this downloading is completed, you will be seeing the next option. Click on the next and then you just have to click on finish button. Okay, this option will be enabled after clicking this next, and you just have to click finish. Then you will be seeing this entry like this, whatever the name of your virtual device, that will be shown over here, the resolutions, the API that it follows, the Android version, it's Android 11.0, Google APIs, and whatever the size you have assigned, that's of your choice while creating it. And then you will be having options to launch it. Right now we won't launch it, we'll just close it, we'll just close whole Android Studio. And now coming over to that this so over here, the CMD window, what you just have to type Flutter, I forgot the command. Okay, let's just look at it. Till here we did it, Flutter Doctor, we did it. Yup. So now as I shown you over here, like see, this is installed, this is installed, configured, this is not configured, this is not configured. So doctor found two issues, doctor found issues in two categories. But you will also see this tool chain, and you will see like this, Android SDK is okay, but Android SDK is missing the command line tool from downloaded from over here. Try reinstall or update your SDK, and this that error you will see. So to fix this, what you just have to do, as they are now showing the Android setup, but we already did set it up. So after doing this, set up your Android device, just follow these options, and you will be successfully be resolving this error or two. Okay, now you will be having one error, that is Android license not accepted. Okay, so to fix that error, what you just have to do, I'm looking for a specific error here, that is Android license. You will be facing it for sure, because you all are installing the Flutter for the first time. Okay, Android SDK is missing. Okay, Okay, they haven't shown the thing Android licensing. I think the process might be that after installing this SDK, it might be possible that the Android license might already be accepted. So to resolve that error, if you face that error, what you just have to do, I'm just showing that command which you have to type in the CMD. If you face that error, just like see how I'm resolving the error. Okay, you just have to do the same things. So yeah, this is the command which you just have to follow. Flutter Doctor, then double hyphens, then Android hyphen license. Okay, and then you will be asked to press Y to accept the license for about 12 times, most probably for the 12 times. Uh, let's just type the command Flutter Doctor Android licenses. Do not make any typos, please. And now you'll see that SDK, all SDK package licenses are accepted. 100% computing updates. So I have already accepted the licenses. That's why it's showing this. But what in your PC will show you press Y to accept, press Y/N to accept or reject the license. So you just have to press Y. Again you will be asked, so you will be asked for the 12 times, and you just have to press 12 times Y and enter. Okay, so now your Flutter installation will be completed perfectly. And to check that your Flutter installation is completed perfectly, I won't recommend you all to use Android Studio for Flutter development. I recommend you to use VS Code. Okay, so if you have VS Code in your PC, then it's good. If you don't have, then just go over Google and type VS Code download. Okay, and just go over here, download the VS Code from over here, install it as you install normal softwares. Then just go to the VS Code. After installing it, just open the VS Code, and yep. Now over here you will see this option, and its name is extensions, and over here you just have to search for Flutter. After searching over here, you just have to click on install button, as I already installed it, so I'm not able to see the install button, but you will be surely having this install button over here. And you just have to install Flutter, and one thing more you just have to install, that is Dart. Okay, so these two are primary extensions which are need to be installed in any editor. If either you use Android Studio, either you use IntelliJ, either you use VS Code, these two extensions are primarily to be installed. And after that, what you'll be seeing that after installing these all things, just restart your Visual Studio. For restart, it will automatically ask you to restart it. Okay, so what I'll just do, I'll just create a new Flutter project. Yeah, how do I get this thing? Press Control Shift P, and you'll be having these options, and in this you'll be having Flutter new application project. Click on this, and you will be asked to save your project somewhere. So I'll be right now just saving it in the desktop, and I'll be naming it as hello. And yeah, you don't have to use capital letters in Flutter project while naming your Flutter project. Okay, so create a new folder, hello, and enter, and select the folder to create. and now you just have to name your Flutter project, and don't use capital letters, otherwise it will give an error, as Flutter documentation says that to create Flutter projects you have to use small, I don't know what to say, small letters. Okay, then press enter and you will be having your Flutter project created. Okay, so it will take a little bit of time for the first time, because you are creating Flutter project for the first time. It will take a little bit of time. Then you will see these files are over here, and now what you just have to do is go over the lib and then main.dart. After coming over here, let the VS Code do some processings, and you will see. Okay, yeah, it's analyzing over, you can see over here, over here. So the analyzing completed. Okay, if you can't see that it's analyzing or not, then a shortcut to identify that VS Code is ready to work on this Flutter project or not, you will see these options: run and debug after the analyzing process is completed. Before that you won't see these two options over here, just above the void main function. Okay, so just to show you that Flutter installation is perfectly completed in your PC, what I'm gonna do, remember that we created a Android virtual device in the that Android Studio. After clicking over here, no device, you will see this Android, whatever the name you gave to your virtual device, just click over it and it will say launching this and that. This all was not the scope of this video, but I'm just showing you so that you believe that yes, we did correct process to install Flutter. Okay, so let's just just wait for this virtual device to open. Okay, it must appear. Okay, now it's ready. So now what you just have to do, you just have to click over this run button and you will see a little bit of processing over here, like launching on the device name and whatsoever you say. Well, let's wait for the app. And yep, you have installed the Flutter for the first time. I'm assuming that you have installed the Flutter for the first time in your PC, so it will take a little bit of time, about 5 to 6 minutes. But in my PC, since I have already installed previously and I deleted, so some cache files must be there. So because of that, it might possible that it build my project a little bit fast. But in your PC, it will take about 5 to 6 minutes, or it might take 3 to 4 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. I don't know the exact time. Okay. So yeah, we haven't discussed what Flutter is, and so by the time it's launching the app, Flutter is a UI kit developed by Google. And before Flutter, what happened to develop Android applications or any other application, iOS application, desktop application, we need to code in different languages. For example, for Android you use Java and XML. For iOS you use C and I don't know, C++ or C, but one of these. And Swift is the primarily used for iOS, and for desktop we use Java and C++. Then for Linux we generally use C++. Okay, so to create applications for these, and especially for web, we use either we use HTML. HTML is the primary, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Either we use React, or other frameworks are also there, like Django. So now what Google thought of, why not to simplify this process? So they did created a platform, engine or an SDK, which is called Flutter. And Flutter uses a Dart language. Why they did chooses Dart language? The reason behind this is Dart is really fast. It compiles fast. fastly the things. And I'm receiving some messages. So Flutter team chooses Dart language because it's really actually Dart was created for developing a native UI for the web. So they choose Dart to Dart to be like used in the Flutter. So now Flutter is a UI kit, and with Flutter we just have to type the code once, and Flutter will you just have to type 3 to 4 commands, and then Flutter will, like, you just have written your all the code whatever you need whatever you need for your app or your application, and then you just have to type some of the lines, some of the commands to compile those, and then it will generate an iOS application, then Android application, then web application, and then Linux application, then desktop application. So you can see, writing the code for the single time and getting the final product for different platforms. This is the ability, this is the power of Flutter. Okay, so now you can see the app is launched, and I think my PC is lagging. Oh yeah. So now you can see that the app is being launched, and this app is you can say it's a boilerplate provided by Flutter team. Whenever you install Flutter, whenever you create a new Flutter project, this app will already be created into it. So if you click over this plus button, this number will be increased. So it's a counter app, as described by not described, but just it's a common term used in the Flutter community, that it's a Flutter counter app provided by the Flutter for while you create newly created Flutter projects. So this was all from my side today. Today we saw what Flutter is all about, and why did Google started working on Flutter, why did Google started Flutter, and how to install Flutter, the main process we saw today. So this was all from my side today, and from DSC VIT Bhopal, and we all are looking forward to you all that you will like the video, subscribe the video, the channel, and hope so we'll be creating more content for you all guys. And yep, I'll see you in the next video, or in the next session, whenever the VIT Bhopal DSC gonna have the next session about Flutter or anything. So yeah, that's from my side today. So bye, good night, take care all of you.